Hotep Senwena Senut Tiren Ishaka Nukukemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is Doctor in Egyptology Intimidation. Simon Thuault is welcome to dialogue with me. My, oh my. Earlier today I went live. I'm going to share the live stream that I did. And it's another person who denies the blackness of ancient Egyptian, and people have the right to. But he said some salty things about Dr. Shekonta Diop. Danny Williams is the place to be. Here's the link. Oh, wrong link. My bad. Let me delete that. Let me delete that. Hold on. Let me refresh. There it is. There it is. This is the live stream that I did earlier. Now it's in French, you know, he's a French speaker. He probably understands English, you know what I'm saying? You know. Andrew Urban is in the place to be. How you doing? So first you have his name. It's a wordplay, you know, that basically gives you the phonetic pharaoh in French. In French we say pharaon. And then I put dishonest about Shekonta Diop. But the ancient Egyptians were black or not? Question mark. You see? Now on his channel, I'm going to show you. His most viewed videos is actually the one when he's addressing Afrocentric people or Afrocentrists, you know. So here you can see Afrocentricity equals danger, question mark. That's his most viewed videos. Only 4 months ago, 63,000 views. So I addressed, you know, him being salty about Dr. Shekonta Diop. He was basically insinuating, if not accusing Dr. Shekonta Diop of having supremacist views. But anyway, I let him know by sending him an email. I tagged him, but I sent him an email as well, because on his YouTube channel, you do have some links, and one of them is the Facebook. And on Facebook, you have his email address, which is public. I've sent the email address. It was 127. And I wrote, the subject or heading or title of the email is the video's title. And I wrote, hello, here is my live in response to your video. And then you just have the title and the link. And I put the equivalent of best regard. This is in French. Now, 1 hour after, he responded, hello, I never authorized you to use my image. I am immediately starting procedures to delete your video and legal or judicial procedures that goes along with it. And then he put the equivalent of best regard. And I entitled this intimidation because if you would have tried to have my video removed, I would have received a notification from YouTube. But who knows, maybe it's taking time. I may receive it tomorrow. But I'm pretty confident that YouTube will refuse his request. I think it's an intimidation because the picture that I have as a thumbnail is just a screen capture from his video that I addressed. This is public. He used a rapper's picture. I don't think he asked him for his authorization. He used Dr. Shekanta Diop's picture. He's deceased. Okay. He used Dr. Theophilo Benga's picture. I don't think he asked him for the authorization to use a picture. Now, in my video, my main message was to ask him, like I did with Metatron, who's running as well, like I did with another French speaker who has 2 million subscribers, who's running as well, and a lady that I don't want to say introduced, but he directed people to. On his video, you have the link in the description, and I think he may have showed her picture, but he said her name. It's because of him that I know about the other lady that has 150,000 subscribers who talked sideways about Afrocentric people as well. Now they can talk all they want about Afrocentric people. What matters to me is the facts. So I showed him, the artifacts that I've been showing, and asked him, is it a black person? Yes or no? If it's not a black person, then what is the color of that person? So that's the third PhD running. Now, for the record, I responded to him half an hour before I started the live stream, and I told him intimidation is vain, but you are welcome to dialogue with me. My stream will start in 30 minutes. So I gave him the link, and I even gave him the link to get on the panel, just in case. Now, his email response was an hour after I sent him the email. And I went live for how long? 15 minutes. So I think he watched the video. Now, that being said, he has a book on Amazon, an English one, but the others are in French. Oh, the link is long. It's going to be too long. Well, you know what? I don't really need to share the link. I can just show you. You see? That's his book right there. But he's indeed mentioned in the university of the town that we call Montpellier. And here's a link. This is the University of Montpellier. And indeed, they say that he has a doctorate in Egyptology. All right? So, it's the third PhD running from me. Divinely inspired is in place to be. The first PhD that ran from me is Dr. Wesley Mohammed. The second PhD that ran from me is Dr. Jahi Issa. The third PhD that ran from me is Dr. Simon Thuault. That's how we will pronounce it in French. So, for the record, let me just show you something. See this recent video 2 days ago entitled Scared Metatron opened a debate on the ethnicity of ancient Egyptians. Now he's running from facts. Now, somebody left that message. Now, usually I don't reply to the comments, but every now and then, you know what I'm saying. And he wrote, why not use mummy DNA evidence? So I replied. This is my reply. Why not use your eyes? How many mummy DNA evidence do you have? Why is Metatron scared of his own debate? Then he replied, let me see if it's large enough. Yes. He replied, some of the research Metatron did said the paintings either faded or darkened since they were painted. Now that's so funny. How many depictions have I shown where we can clearly see the white part of the eyes, the white clothing? So it's going to darken on the face, but not around the eyes, not around the clothing. If that's true, you can't use paintings at all. And besides, some royalty figures, such as Nefertari, don't always look consistent in skin tones shown in paintings. I'd also love to give mummy DNA evidence, but YouTube bots automatically delete comments with links to other websites. I didn't know that. That's news to me. I'm not saying it's not true, but I didn't know that. I'd have to tell you what to search. You know what? I'm just going to share to see if the link shows. Test. Well, the link shows, and when I click on it, it opens in a new page. So, anyway. So I wrote, Metatron is scared and running from me. I addressed him several times. Thanks for trying to save him. And he wrote, I never tried to save him. I don't even follow him. So let's congratulate ourselves, brothers and sisters. Oh, this person here, he left a comment also. Actually, so he's is he a French speaker as well? Let me just show you. He actually left a comment on that video that I made, from that PhD, that French PhD. Here it is, you see? And he wrote the answer of ChatGTP on the color of the ancient Egyptians in antiquity. So, I don't have time for that, ChatGTP. But, he's French. Okay, that's what's up. So he wrote, black got a lot of skin tones, but Egyptians, he wrote it the French way, Egyptians. Was black maybe mixed with another like Sumerian or Assyrians? V. Bennett is in place to be. So brothers and sisters, let's congratulate ourselves before I share the link. Because we deal with facts and they're running. V. Bennett wrote, they don't want to give you a win when they have the color of success. Now, the honeybee dude, he's live about me. And the fake advocate is in his chat. I didn't listen, But the fake advocate did a stream about me yesterday. And today the honeybee dude is doing a stream about me. The title says that I don't follow my eye. Like he follows my eye or something. Like he cares about my eye. So hey, thanks for the advertisement. And I saw he had like 5 people watching. So he's improving. He used to have 2 to 3. Some like Egyptians, not all. But anyway, we're dealing with facts. We're dealing with scholarship. And we're doing great. So I thought about the lady, Kemet Queen. But I'm like, see, I don't want to tag the whole world. So from now on, anytime you hear somebody denying the blackness of the ancient Egyptians, then feel free to show them what I've been showing. Now that PhD, I think he understands English because, on that university page, he said that, he studied English, he improved in English, and also other languages. I did not lie on you, did I? I did not call you names, did I? I did not use any profanity towards you, did I? Here it is. Amenhotep III, Akhenaten's father, King Tut's, or Tutankhamun's grandfather. Those are ancient Egyptians. What is their skin color? Ancient Egyptians from the tomb of Tutankhamun. Ancient Egyptian from Turin's Museum in Italy. British Museum from the tomb of Nebumun. Alphonse wrote, I'm black but light skinned. Some people think I'm North African, but I'm from Guadeloupe. Chabin. You not it? I don't know what you meant by you not it. Ou sorti Guadeloupe qui jan yé? Est-ce que vous connaissez sorti Haïti? Vous connaissez pas les créoles? Vous pas même créole, même pensez vous comprendre ça m'a dit là. Ça cap fait. Nous dit ça passé, ou dit ça cap fait. So, that's from the tomb of Nebumun once again. Okay. He wrote "way," which means yeah. Very simple. Just play that. That's Nebumun and his wife behind him, and underneath their daughter. British Museum still Book of the Dead, which is a misnomer. Peret Emheru of Nachet, or you can just pronounce it Nakht. Are those black people? Yes or no? If they're not black, what's their skin color? This is Ma'at here. So that's the deity. Okay. And you have that book, The Tomb of Nakht, or Nachet, however you want to pronounce it. Bennett wrote, Shaka, drop the link when you're ready. Yeah, I will. I'll just, want to show a few here. Okay, that's the book. You have the page number at the bottom. I don't even need to read the page numbers. If they are not black, this one here is not black. If it's not black, what's his skin color? See that? And I have many others, but I ain't gonna share too many. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait till somebody, try to holler back. But they're running. PhDs running, scholars running, historians running, and they want to, focus on linguistics. Look at the nipple area. I don't mean to be vulgar or anything, but you don't know how many non-black people do you know have black nipples? Those are not black, and you can see the color fading on the top right. Oh, well, the next one I've shown it before. This is page 81 once again of that book. You have the author's name. Is that a black person? If it's not black, what color is he? Let me share the link. Okay, you know what? I'll do it here. After I will go live on a different topic. Here's the link. Alphonse wrote, I don't know why some people don't want to say Egyptians were black. We see it clearly in a lot of pictures of their days. Do you think it's racism or other reasons? Well, regardless of the reason. Christopher Withers, thank you for being here. Now, Christopher Withers, he's working on 2 PhDs. And I'm glad that you've seen what happened. V. Bennett, how you doing, brother? We don't hear you. There's no sound, brother. Okay, he's gonna come back. So Christopher Withers, I don't know if you catch the beginning, but there's a French PhD. Just one? Just one what? There's a French PhD that I addressed this morning. I sent him an email to let him know that I was live, responding to his video. He talks sideways about Dr. Shekontadia, and he sent me an email telling me that he's immediately starting a process to get my video deleted, and there's gonna be legal proceedings that goes along with it, but my video is still there. Okay, just one PhD. Okay, well, okay. Yeah, a PhD in physics. But I thought you said that you were also, maybe you're just planning on doing it, but in Egyptology as well. But see, brothers and sisters, deal with facts. You're gonna be all right, regardless if you have credentials or not. Deal with facts, and you're gonna be all right. So, feel free, brothers and sisters. What he said about Job, I could play it, but I played in my previous video. He said that Afrocentrists. Oh, V. Bennett is back. What's up, V. Bennett? There's something wrong with the connection. He said that Afrocentrists have supremacist views. He first quoted Diop, then he said that Diop, I am at the beginning stages of the Egyptology program. Yeah, but that's a PhD program, right? So, I think the brother is just, he basically has, and I'm just saying what he stated publicly, I'm saying, I'm just not revealing, personal stuff. He just has to write his thesis and, defend his thesis for the physics doctorate degree. And indeed, he started the Egyptology program. So let's see. Can you hear me? There's no sound from you, brother. So yeah, he said that sorry, and Christopher Withers is agreeing with what I'm saying. Divinely Inspired will be right back. And he wrote, I don't argue, I said facts, indeed. So he said that Diop has responsibility in that. He read a quote from Diop, and then he said that Diop is telling the black man to get back to his superiority. And I said, I would like to hear the quote from Diop, because he didn't say it comes from that book and, that page. But then he talked about, Afrocentric people. And then he said that Diop was doing similarly when it comes to, supremacy and, racism, because Diop was dealing with the melanin doses. First, you see, he talked about people who feel like those who have melanin are superior, right? Then he talked about Diop, and he had the picture of Diop in his lab and said that, Diop was doing similar because he was dealing with the melanin. But what's up, VB? There's still no sound. Now, I just stated for the record that Diop asked, he even wrote that he begged the Egyptians to give him some like 1 or 2 square millimeter of the royals, so he could do the melanin dosage test to determine whether they were black or not. They refused, but he has done that, But those mummies on which he did the melanin dosage test, if I'm not mistaken, they did not come directly from Egypt. They are not housed, in Egypt, So it has nothing to do with supremacy or racism, So I could really go on the video and just translate, but it ain't gonna be that entertaining. And you know how it is, when I deal with information, there's not that many people. So if I play a French video and translate, some people ain't gonna follow along. They're gonna bounce. You know what I'm saying? You have the dude's name in the title. I'm not lying on him, not calling him name. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. So if you want to get on panel that Andrea wrote addressing Alphonse Dondu, it's whatever reason they want to come up with to change the narrative. I'm going to start to wonder if some people now you see this PhD he showed oh damn Black Athena was it is it Martin is it Bernard. Yes, Martin Bernard. He showed Martin Bernard. But other people are wondering, do they use the term Afrocentric as a racist term? There's a NASA scientist who said that the ancient Egyptians were black Africans. Why they don't call him Afrocentric? You know, and once again, I'm not including that PhD who showed a white person. But the others, let me show the NASA scientist. Well, I'm just gonna play the video. I mean, share the link. There's a NASA scientist who said publicly that the ancient Egyptians were black Africans. Why is it that Metatron don't call him Afrocentric? There it is. NASA scientist Dr. Thomas G. Brophy, PhD in physics, said the ancient Egyptians were black. Andrew wrote Shaka, it does with them since they put so much effort to erase artifacts. Oh, they can try to erase all they want. Even if they erase all the artifacts from Egypt, there's so many all around the world. We're winning in so many areas. We've been having some audio issues. How do you feel, brothers and sisters, about this PhD in Egyptology who's running? My goodness, how do you feel? We're dealing with facts. See, rather than just answer a simple question, is it a black person? Are those black people? Yes or no? If they're not black, what's the color? Then no is going to sound weird if they deny. But, you know, there's a person who actually disagrees with Afrocentrists. And he criticizes them too. But he admitted that there was black ancient Egyptians. So I will deal with that, not today. You know, I saved the video just in case, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be funny. So we're going to see who's going to call him Afrocentrist because he's not black either. Sophomoric and petty of him. Vous voyez, docteur? My point is most EU nations have not implemented any laws on anti-black racism, but people who like the persons on the war are victims in Europe and Arabs daily of anti-black racism. No one denying from Europe word is worth anything. Well, you know what? It gets quiet, so I guess I'm going to move to the next live stream. So I'm going to prepare it now. It's been, well, half an hour. I informed him half an hour before I started the stream. So basically, he had an hour, you know what I'm saying? I did not really expect him, you know, to come and dialogue, you know what I'm saying? But I told him he's welcome if he wants to. Even if people disagree with me, I'm always down with dialogue, you know what I'm saying? But I gave him the opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So, let me prepare the next live stream. I have the title ready. There it is. Oh, let me look for a thumbnail. They're all running now, brothers and sisters. In a short amount of time, you've seen how many are harder that. Now, you know, the ones that are tagged, I actually left comments on their latest videos as well, just in case. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna put 40. It's gonna be here. Okay, won't be long. Now we start the next stream. Now the next stream is going to be back to normal with the chat. It's going to be for members, but you're going to have the link to get on the panel. Now we'll put the link for the next live stream. Here it is. White supremacy supported by Maurice Sabir Bey. I'll catch you over there. I'm going to make my closing remarks here. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, but in the chat, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue, I stay fast. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Do I to do in the chat?